I'm Chris Dawson, editor of Tamebound, and here with Trevor Ginn from Hello Baby. Trevor's kindly agreed to come in because he has a ton of experience selling cross-border to share with us. But first of all, Trevor, how did you get started with Hello Baby and grow it into the big brand that it is today?
Well, I started small. Some people think it's a bit of a mystery how you start selling online. I decided I wanted to sell in the nursery sector. Did a bit of market research, bought some products, started selling on the usual channels, eBay, Amazon. We now sell about £2 million pounds a year across about 20 different channels. We started off selling on eBay and Amazon in the UK, and now we do eBay and Amazon in 7 countries each. We also do Cdiscount in France, Bol.com in the Netherlands, Trade Me in New Zealand. We're soon to start on Amazon China and also Lazada. And we've also been doing very well on Google AdWords or Google Shopping outside the UK.
So there's a ton going on there. Going back to the beginning, because I think a lot of people will relate. You started off selling on eBay and Amazon in the UK. Did you start off with a big warehouse, or were you working from the home or the garage?
I think one of the great things about online retail is you can start off very small. So I think I bought like 500 quid's worth of stock and took it from there.
So was that at home?
No, it wasn't actually from home, but it was in a very small
lockup.
Small lockup, basically.
So I think that's where a lot of people possibly are starting out still today. I know that's exactly how I started as well.
Lucky
500 quid on a credit card.
Yeah.
So you started on eBay and Amazon. What was your first overseas venture, and how big had you got by then?
I mean, obviously, there's multiple ways of selling internationally. So you can have a list of products in the UK, but make it available for international sale.
So on eBay, for example, you just add international shipping.
Indeed, yes. And then the more complicated way of doing it, obviously, is to list directly on the different international sites themselves.
What was your first international site you actually put a listing on?
Possibly Amazon France.
Amazon France.
Or something like that. We just it's very easy with Amazon. It's the same ASIN in every country, so it's and you can just piggyback off their catalogue.
So once you've listed in the UK, the product listing is already there, and if it's in France, you just say, "Yep, list it on the French site."
It's quite it's quite straightforward to do. I mean, it's basically just the product goes into just another bag, basically.
And then there was a whole load of other places you sold now. So you started selling overseas on eBay and Amazon. Where did you go next? Which marketplaces did you go to?
I mean, it's still most of it's eBay, and we do a lot better on Amazon internationally than we do on eBay for reasons which still aren't clear to me. I think we did Cdiscount next, possibly.
Which is in France.
It's in France. That's a nice marketplace.
Then you said Bol.com.
Bol is a bit unusual. There's not many people that do that. That's in the Netherlands. I mean, eBay and Amazon aren't very strong in the Netherlands. We also do Frugo is actually doing surprisingly well, extraordinarily surprisingly well. It exceeded my expectations by some order of magnitude.
Big tip for Tamebound readers: take a look at Frugo.com.
I know, and I thought it was going to be a dog, but it was. I thought it was relatively easy to integrate. It's in English, easy to integrate. We just thought we'd give it a go. I thought we might do one thing a day. I thought, give it a go, and we do several £1,000s a month. Which is
Frugo, Fruugo.com.
Yeah,
definitely worth looking at.
Yeah, and very surprising.
And then I'm really excited because you're trading out in the Far East, or you're starting to now. Which sites are you looking at?
Okay, well we've had a bit of a checkered history of trading in the Far East, which is an entirely different interview all on its own. But we're quite excited. We're very soon going to be selling on Lazada, which is a big marketplace in kind of Southeast Asia. We haven't quite started on that, but we've got an account set up. We already sell on Amazon Japan, which again, in a very similar system to Amazon.
So listing against a standard product listing with an ASIN.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of the Amazon catalog being a bit of a mess. A lot of it's in English already anyway. And we have got an Amazon China account set up, which is quite exciting. China is a really, really difficult place to sell into, and we've tried very hard. But I think this is we already accidentally have sold one thing. So
Congratulations. But
they
I
turned
think
on the account without telling me.
especially with baby products, I think the Chinese market, there's the baby milk scare, which meant they're looking to overseas sellers for baby products
Yes,
from branded
and I've-
retailers.
that-
so
that
it
is
should be a
certainly-
good market. And
That has certainly been, that's people have said that to me, and I look forward to that particular prediction coming true. But
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
so how hard was it to open your account, say, on Lazada?
I think it's a little bit. I mean, I had to find someone to talk to. I mean,
How did you do that?
I
how
think
how
I
would the
got
other
a contact,
table
and
readers
we can do a little plug. Payoneer are very helpful. Payoneer are the
Money
are the
transfer.
money transfer. I think you have to have a Payoneer account in order to get set up with Lazada. So Andy Valentine is the UK.
So
business
Andy
development.
Valentine at Payoneer.com.
Something like that. I'm sure he'd be delighted to have a little plug. They're very helpful. DIT, Department of International Trade, also very helpful in terms of introducing people.
Yeah, so DIT are the guys used to be called UKTI. People
Or
might be familiar with them.
DTI or something. I don't know.
DTI. Now they're DIT.
They're very helpful. I think it's just a question. Some of these channels, it is just a question of just finding the right people to talk to, and you just need to. I mean, also World First, who are another payment provider, they've been quite helpful. These payment providers, it's in their interest to get new sellers onto these channels and then put the payments through them. So
Of course.
they're quite helpful.
So it's a really good tip, that actually, is like speak to the people that move the money and they'll
Yeah.
tell you how to make some money.
Follow the money they've got. Sometimes it's not that easy to see the way of actually opening an account, but it's certainly doable.
And I understand you've also got a new venture,
Yes,
VendLab.
I'm excited about that. We're basically having done online retail for the last 8 years. I've noticed that one of the things that frustrates us the most is the quality of data that we get, product data that we get from our suppliers, which is generally awful. So we're setting up a service to help suppliers improve how they, the product data that they supply their retail partners, and also improve how they list their products on places like Amazon, eBay, the upcoming Google Manufacturer Center, and also things like GSI, GS1, who I know you've talked to. I was there yesterday talking to them. So yes, helping a service really to help manufacturers manage the pitiful quality of data that provide.
So manufacturers and brands, if
Yes,
they're
indeed.
interested in getting their data ready for marketplaces, not just in the
to
UK but
retailers,
around the world,
marketplace,
help the
improving,
retailers.
getting their data e-commerce ready,
Mm.
really, and that should help. I mean, that will help with happier customers, less customer service, higher rankings for products on important marketplaces.
And finally, you tell me you've been having success with Google.
Yes, indeed. We've recently started doing Google product ads. We did them in the UK, but we've also started doing them in the other countries where English, where you can use English as the main language. So that's, for example, Australia, New Zealand, but also Canada, USA, but also there are some countries in Europe which you're allowed to use English. So, for example, Belgium. I mean, it's mainly the countries where there's more than one national language.
Yeah.
So, Belgium, the Scandies, Switzerland, oddly, and Norway.
And that's proving successful.
Yeah, well, I mean, on a modest basis, but it's all about incremental sales, so it's working. Well, it was working up to the other day. I thought it was working marvelously, and then sales seemed to have dropped a bit, but in Ireland, but it's doing. No, we're really pleased with it, actually.
So we're worth experimenting
I think
with Google product listing, not just in the UK, but
Yes,
any
yes,
country that
indeed.
speaks English.
Indeed.
Trevor, it's been a pleasure. Thank you
Always
so much for your
great to talk to
time.
Tainvo.
If you're a band, go to vendlab.com for some assistance. And if you've got a new baby, go to Hello Baby, because there's a
HelloBabyDirect.com.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thanks very much.